Hi there, Colin from CS Pictures. In this video I'm going to explain you how to make a photo with a flashlight in combination with continuous light. Let's go! So I've set up everything, cameras right here, two studio flashes right there, and there's the globe. Now before you can dive into this, it's very important that you understand the exposure triangle. So what is the exposure triangle? Well, on the exposure triangle, we find three parameters. The shutter speed, aperture, and ISO. All three parameters decide how much light hits the sensor. They each have specific characteristics, but that's for another video. When we work with flashlight, there is another parameter that comes into play, namely the power of our flash. Another thing that changes when working with flash is our shutter speed. Your camera can only synchronize the flash, which is just an instant of light, up to a certain shutter speed. For most cameras, that will be around 1/200 of a second. If you lower the shutter speed, it will not affect how much light will hit the surface of your sensor. So you can lower down your shutter speed and keep all parameters the same, including the power of the flash, and that will not change your exposure. But if you lower your shutter speed and you work together with continuous light, it will allow for more light to come in. If you have more questions about that, please leave me a comment below and I might do another video on that. But for now, let's get back to our globe. Now, before we can start, I'm gonna make it a little darker. So where to start? Well, we need to know two different kinds of exposure. The exposure for the flashlight and the exposure for the globe. How to decide? Well, you could use a light meter. If you don't have a light meter, you can do it in the following way. We've set up our shutter speed at 1/200 of a second because that's the max sync speed for this camera. Then the aperture is at f4 and the ISO at 200. Let's start from there and see how this light exposes the model. Oh yeah, I kind of like how this looks. Well, I like the light on me. What we can see is that the globe itself is a little underexposed. So if we were now to lower our shutter speed, we're gonna dial in, to say so, we're gonna dial in the light of the globe. We're gonna start by going to 100 of a second. That's not gonna be enough, but this way we can see the changes gradually. Let's see. Well, you can see it for yourself. The globe starts to glow a little better. We're now gonna go to 1/50th of a second. Yep, you can already see how it starts to glow better. Now we're gonna do it at 1/25th of a second. I always turn off this light because otherwise this light, the light for the video, affects the entire image as well at such a low shutter speed. Oh yeah, this is definitely better. Yeah, I like the way this is exposed. The globe starts to really glow. I'm gonna try to lower it just a little further to 1/15th of a second and see what that does. That might be just too much, but we'll see. We'll take it from there. That is not bad. That's not bad at all. That's not bad at all. It's sharp on my eyes, like the way my arm is lit. And you can see that the inside of my hand is lit just from the light of the globe. I like that. Let me first compare it with the 1/25th of a second. I actually like that a little better because there's more detail in the globe. At 1/10th of a second, you see that the globe starts to be a little overexposed. So as you can see, these effects are all done in camera. No Photoshop, nothing. Now, I'm always gonna apply some post-production in Lightroom in terms of contrast, maybe a little vignetting, but most of the things are done in camera. So we're not gonna fix it in post, right? Anyway, did you like this video? Please leave me a comment below. Share it with all your friends. Hit that like button. Hit that like button, please. Hope to see you guys soon. Ciao.